Today we're going to show you a new feature specific to Lien Law's Revenue by Attorney report. In other areas of the product, Lien Law has set up different rules specific to attorney compensation tracking, the firm's origination policies, and how they might distribute revenue once it's collected based on who originated it, who minded it, and who worked the matter. This is based on the Hale and Dorr attorney compensation model. Lien Law has added a new feature on the back end of the process: how to distribute the compensation. We've tagged everything along the way: who is the originator of the matter and all the time entries by user. Now that we understand who contributed, we've produced those into bills and collected it. You can see in our billing tab, we've added this new distribution function. What this means is that the billing administrator will take the money that has been collected. These are payments received, whether in Lien Law or QuickBooks, narrowed to the specific period of December 2020. And the billing administrator is going to distribute this to the attorneys, meaning she's going to make sure that the money received in payments is actually delivered to the attorneys. There are three options for payment status: not distributed, to distribute, which means the payment has been earmarked but not actually paid, and distributed, i.e. paid to the attorney. Remember, I created a custom date. I'm going to select all of the items that I want to distribute, and I'm going to click to distribute. I need to pick a distribution date. I could tether this into an existing one, or I could create a new one. I enter December 31st, 2020, and click Save. I've bundled all the entries into a distribution date. That's important because in the reports, we'll be able to sort by distribution date. Now, the next phase is, what am I going to distribute? Now, you might do it all at once, or you could distribute one payment for $2,000 to a specific attorney. You could do it by individual payment, or you could do it in bulk. This is your checklist, a process tool. Did I make sure I didn't miss any payments that were part of this period, December 2020, that need to be distributed to these attorneys? Now I'm going to click Distributed and assign distribution status with the date distributed. I select the date range of the distribution and click Save. Those entries have now been distributed, as you can see in the Distribution Status column. Alternatively, if I would like to see what has a distribution date of December 30th, I can pull it up this way. I always have the ability to rectify individual entries, to mark Not Distributed, to distribute if I made a mistake, or to view the actual transaction in QuickBooks. So that's the workflow for the billing administrator. The whole idea here is that it's the tail end of the workflow. We've received that money, and there is a methodical process to assign the payments to a distribution date and to certify that all the associated payments got included. Let's go see what that looks like for the attorneys. Again, we're in the Revenue by Attorney report, and an attorney can look at a certain time period to find out how much was billed or collected during a period. An attorney wants to know, how much money did I receive? That's the difference between billed and collected. If I change the filter and look at the distribution date, the attorney wants to know, what money can I expect to receive? We refreshed the page because we added a new distribution date and we want the most recent data. Instead of looking at a specific period, I want to look at a distribution date. I select December 31st and I can look at a particular status. I select Distributed. What was distributed on 12/31? This screen shows specifically from this distribution that I made on 12/31 how the distribution is allotted to all of the attorneys. You can see Frederick Taylor would expect to receive $13,233 based on that 12/31 distribution. The attorney can look at specific distribution dates and tie that directly to what payment they will receive from the firm. Frederick can drill and look at it by client and/or matter. I page down here if I want to see those matters. I can look at specific details showing which two invoices are involved. Lien Law has added this workflow at the tail end of a billing period to help that billing clerk or firm manager ensure that all of the payments during a specific period of time were distributed to the respective attorneys. And those attorneys have the opportunity to look at what's been distributed. They can see the exact amount of money that they're expecting from the firm for that period of time. Back to the Revenue by Attorney report, and there's that total. Thanks for watching.